Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me video. This week we are planning out the week of what was July 17th through to the 23rd. So July 17th through to July 23rd. And this week was a very interesting, eventful week. Some fun things happened. So before we go ahead and get into the occurrences of this particular week. First and foremost, this kit that I'm currently using is from Scribble Prints Co. I don't recall the name of it, but of course, as always, it will be listed in the title. And this is a kit that I have had for quite some time now. It is a kit that I had in a mini format, so I didn't actually have all of the boxes that I would usually have. Maybe it wasn't a mini kit. I don't know, but you'll be able to tell from like when I showed you through the kit. But I do remember thinking that when I was like flicking through the stickers, it felt a bit light. So I don't know whether it's just maybe that the format was outdated or that maybe there was a page missing when I got it that I didn't pick up on. I don't know, but the kit felt light. And I did think that I was going to struggle pulling in enough boxes and things like that. I actually remember like going to my stash and pulling out extra boxes like from leftovers and things like that I thought might blend in well with the kit. But all in all, it turns out perfectly. I had enough boxes and I think it is quite cute. I did opt to bring in a Simply Gilded washi this week. I probably didn't need to. Like looking at the spread now, I probably would have gotten away with using the full bottom washi strip just because of the type of kit that it is, but I'm very big on using split washi at the moment. I don't know, I feel like it just looks tidier, it looks better to me, so that is like my preference and that is what I'm doing at the moment. But yeah, very old, lots of rounded boxes. Like I said, I used the Simply Gilded washi down the bottom there. I did bring in some underlays, which I believe are from Girl Boss Anna in Rose Gold to match the Simply Gilded washi. And then I think that's kind of it. I did bring in like a foiled header in the sidebar, which you was... My goodness, I can't speak. Which you will see shortly as I lay down the stickers in my sidebar. But other than that, I didn't foil it too much. Again, like always, I may go back and foil it before you eventually see the flip through. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Why am I saying so much? Please, can someone keep a tally? Because I swear that I've said it 45 times already and we're only 3 minutes into the video. So, fantastic. Now, the sidebar for the kit this week is different to what I normally do. I think it was because I didn't record my socials. I didn't really have much else to mark. So I do go ahead and use 3 full boxes in my sidebar this week. And then in the top corner, I do actually do my circle deco. I bring in some my paint splodge from Planner Face. And then I bring in some deco from the kit to just make like a little celebratory scene. Which I think looks really cute. And then, of course, we get into the weekly plans. So just to preface this week, this was the week that our best friend, or our best friends, I mean, they're the people we spend the most time with out of our friend group, they gave birth to... Well, Mama gave birth to her second baby this week. For anyone who watched my Plan With Me prior to this, you will know that I mentioned that she had a birthday lunch on the Sunday ahead of her birthday, which was actually the Thursday of this week that we're currently doing at the moment. She thought she would get it out of the way just in case, and so she could relax, and obviously because her birthday is on a weekday. So she had her birthday lunch, and she did actually leave the birthday lunch early because she was a bit crampy and she was a little bit uncomfortable and she was worried that maybe something was happening with the baby. So she actually left the birthday lunch early to go and get everything checked out to make sure that she was okay, to make sure baby was okay. And then we led into this week where she actually gave birth. So, interestingly enough, she actually gave birth on her birthday. So I remember when she left the birthday lunch, everyone was putting like time frames and bets on when she would give birth, and her mother-in-law actually said, I bet because she doesn't want to give birth on her birthday that she will give birth on her birthday. And sure enough, baby was born on her birthday. So they now share a birthday moving forward, which is kind of fun, kind of cute. And probably the best birthday gift anyone could ever get. But yeah, so that was the main theme of this week. And that is why I opted to use the birthday kit, because not only was it our friend's birthday, but it was also the week that we celebrated the birth of their second daughter. So that was fun. So I guess with that said, I'm now laying down the sidebar, which shouldn't take too long because it's literally just a whole bunch of full boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the daily plans. And just to preface that, I will let you know that if you aren't aware or you're only new here, of course, hello and welcome. But I don't actually reference where each of the stickers are from. So if you do have a question about a particular sticker or you want to know where something is from, drop it in the comments below and I will get back to you. But otherwise, every sticker store that I have used in this spread will be listed in the description below if you want to go and check them out. So first things first, on Monday, I do start by marking Coffee Monday, and it's just something that I've done this whole year, so I just wanted to keep it consistent. I don't know if I'll be marking Coffee Monday moving into 2024. Maybe if it's like a significant, like a really troublesome Monday, I don't know, we'll see what happens, because I still have a bunch of coffee stickers left that I feel like I won't use otherwise. Also, I don't know what just happened there. I feel like I just doubled up on my footage, like I did the same. I don't know. We'll see. If you see the same thing twice, I apologize. I will try and edit it out if I remember, but don't rely on me because my brain is so messed up at the moment with work. I've been so busy. I'm so tired. So if I forget, I do apologize. But yeah, so we started off with Coffee Monday. And then, of course, I marked work for the week. The day. And this particular day, I did have a team meeting. So this was when I was in my previous role, where every so often we would change like portfolios, or like the team that we managed in our role would change, and we'd have to go and introduce ourselves to that team in their team meeting. And I'm a very anxious, shy person. Like once you get to know me, I'm completely fine. And when I'm comfortable with you, I'm fine. But when I have to stand in front of a bunch of people and answer their questions and explain to them, you know, why I'm assessing them the way that I assess them and things like that, it's a little bit confronting, a little bit uncomfortable. So that's why I sort of marked that with an anxious sticker. I then noted that on this day I worked until 6:30 p.m. So obviously I had a lot on. I was a bit set back by the team meeting. So I did stay and work until 6:30 p.m. And then I've also noted doing some laundry that day, that I did a post box drop, and that night was the night that my husband and I started season 8 of Supernatural. Given there were a total of 15 seasons, it obviously took us a while to get through that, but this night was the start of season 8. Jumping into Tuesday, I have marked work at the top of the day there, and then I have followed that up with a long day notation. So again, another long working day for me, unfortunately. I then made mention that I had a cup of coffee and that our friend was in hospital. So again, this same friend who had gone, I believe she went to hospital on the Sunday, and she may have been like told to go home, but then she was readmitted later, or she may have stayed the whole time. I honestly cannot recall, but I specifically made mention of the fact that she was in hospital on the Tuesday night. I think they were just monitoring her and just keeping everything, you know, level and checked and good. I've then marked that I did some tidying up and that I had a little bit of a YouTube binge that evening. And then I've also marked that we chilled with our doggos and that we had a Supernatural binge watch session. On to Wednesday, the first thing that I've marked at the top of the day is, of course, work. And then this was actually payday for me, so I've marked payday as well. I've used a little blobby munchkin to mark that I had a crappy day. So obviously this week was just not a great week. I had 2 back-to-back long days. I've marked crappy day on Wednesday. So obviously I wasn't vibing with this week. So that's fun. And then naturally, because I was tired and because I wasn't vibing with the week, I did have a little bit of a couch chill. So I probably just plopped on the couch and not done much of anything for a little while. I've also noted having a cup of coffee, and then I spent some time watching Twitch. I don't spend a lot of time watching Twitch anymore. I've kind of grown away from that just because I used to spend so much time. Like, I had two friends that streamed, and they streamed at different times. So there would be periods of time where I was watching streams for like 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours, like minimum every day. And I just felt like I wasn't getting anything done. Like I don't know, but not only that, I've also had a lot on in my personal life, in my working life, and I've just not had the time to be able to sit in front of a screen and watch a stream for 3 hours like I would previously. So, but back at this point in time, I was doing that, so I've marked that. And then again, I've just finished off Wednesday by marking that we hung out with the dogs and just chilled. On to Thursday, this was the event day, so this is our friend's birthday, so that is what I marked at the top of the day. And then I followed that up with a work. You'll see me swapping it out now. I'm moving the work down so that I can put her birthday at the top, which is what I usually do with important events and things on a day. Generally, that kind of takes priority, and everything else kind of sits under that for me. And then I didn't actually mark it, but below the work label, I then marked that our niece, also my goddaughter, was born this day. So she's very, very cute. She was very, very small, but she was born on this day as well. So I marked that. And then this evening, I did have my waxing appointment. I had my nail appointment. I did mark a spot to write down a dinner, which I'm assuming was KFC, because generally when I do my nails and get my waxing done, I get drive-through on the way home, and I usually opt for KFC. So it's like my once every 3-week dinner. So I probably had that. Can't be sure because I didn't actually write it down, but I think so. I've then also marked that I got some petrol on the way home. And then once again, when I got home, I've just marked that we chilled out and relaxed with our dogs on the couch. Friday, we have work at the top of the day there. And then lo and behold, little Flo came to visit. So I've marked hello, Flo. I also did some laundry on Friday, and then after work, I actually played The Sims. When I play The Sims, like literally, I will log off from work and then open my Sims game because I was working on my PC. I now work off my actual work laptop, but I was working on my PC previously, so I would literally sign out of my like work apps on my PC and then switch to my game. But I played some Sims on this day. Once that was said and done and I'd had enough of that, I came downstairs and I did mark that I pulled some stickers. We had Thai for dinner, or at least I had Thai for dinner. And then that night I have marked that my team played a team in Brisbane in the NRL or in the rugby league, depending on what you call it. Saturday we got up not quite early, but earlier than we normally would, and we went to the shopping centre and got a whooping cough vaccination because none of our friends really had children up until this point, and this particular couple, whilst they do have an older daughter, we hadn't really seen a lot of her, so we hadn't had that vaccination. And by the time it got around to meeting her, they were just like, it doesn't matter, like she's old enough now, it's fine. But with our niece being born on the Thursday, we did want to make sure that we got the whooping cough, like the upgrade or whatever, the update, I don't know. Neither of myself or my husband had it for a long, long time, so we went and got that topped up. We had some Subway for lunch. I got my usual takeaway coffee. We came home, we relaxed, we chilled with our dogs on the couch. I marked having a bit of a YouTube binge, probably because it was football season and my husband was watching football all weekend. I've marked doing some laundry, and then that evening, instead of watching a movie, we did opt to watch some Supernatural. And then final day of the week, Sunday, the first thing that I've marked at the top of Sunday was that I did some filming, and then it all happened so fast. So my goddaughter was born on Thursday. We got our whooping cough vaccination on the Saturday. We messaged our friends to let them know that we'd gotten it so that we could try and arrange a time to come and meet the baby. And they were actually super keen. They were like, come over like tomorrow. So we came over like 3 days after she was born to meet her, which was really fun and really exciting. But I mean, that was their decision. We made them aware and they were happy with that. So we did get some McDonald's coffee on the way, and then I marked that we got to meet baby Ruby. And then that was the day that they actually asked me to be Ruby's godmother. So I think that's why they were so keen to have us over so quickly, because they wanted to ask if I would be her godmother. So now, as it stands, they have 2 kids, 2 girls. My husband is godfather to the eldest daughter, and I am godmother to the youngest daughter. And then obviously the eldest daughter does have other godparents as well. So yeah, that was exciting. So I marked that in my planner as well. And then whilst we were at their house, we did get some pizza for dinner, and we generally have a pretty late night there. Like, once the kids are in bed, we'll kind of, hang out and watch movies or just chat or whatever. So we had a Pizza Hut for dinner that night, and then I've just written that we essentially spent the night hanging out, chatting, and catching up. But that is it for this Plan With Me video. I hope you have enjoyed. In just a moment, I will catch up with myself and I will give you guys a little bit of a wiggle and take you through the leftovers. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all very, very soon for another Plan With Me video. Bye!